Hello and welcome. welcome. I just wanted to lead this video off with a little a question, or rather a trade offer. Okay, my trade offer is, I promise you. Okay, listen to this. I will take my time and think about my actions before I take them. I will not do autopilot. I promise to consider the cards and make the best decisions. Okay, I'm gonna try. That's my offer. What I request from you is in the comments below right now, before I even roll the run, are we going to, and I just want to see one word response, pog? Are we gonna pog? For the older viewers, that means pop off and have a fantastic run. So I want to see the pogs for the believers, and I want to see the sleeps for the people that are just sleeping through the video, like going to bed, whatever, putting me on monitor B. But sleep as in it's a sleep of a run, or actually no, don't even put in sleep, put in dead on arrival, dead run. So pogs and deads, that's what I want, and I will return with thoughtful decision making. And with that, solo challenge 63 TR is off, so we have to do all the metrics to win. Prelude is on, meaning we have 12 generations, and we're going to create game. We have Point Luna, my absolute favorite company to play. $38 versus $37, very similar to Valley Trust, except we get to draw a card every time we play an Earth tag. Pretty nice. And you get a Titanium production. Pretty nice. And technically it has an extra tag if we're comparing. Valley Trust has the dollar less and no Titanium production, but you get a straight up full Prelude at the start of the game to add to your thing. So you'll have 2 Preludes from the next screen and then a choice of another one. And all your science tags are a little bit cheaper. $2 off science tags. There's many more Earth tags than there are science, but science builds can be broken. So let's go to the next screen and see what we have for Preludes. Earth tag immediately gets me thinking, ooh, that goes really well with your boy, Point Luna, because it's an Earth tag. It's additionally an extra card on top of what it's already giving us. And then it's hard to say, because we have like 11 production rounds in our game, so this is 11 plants and $22 over the course of a game. But getting Eccentric Sponsor, for instance, could give us a lot. The building tag and plant could give us something. Experimental Force is something I'm looking the least at in this instance, because I don't really think I need plants. And 1 income from placing a greenery is fine, but there's not much to scoop off the board that I'm interested in. So let's just put Eccentric Sponsor here for a second. Immediately, Heat Trapping, late game card. Towing a Comet, great for terraforming the planet. Sacrifice over here, just to skip, is great for generating money to play those plant tags out over the course of the game. And good if ever you have a way to generate microbes that you want for money. War Processor means that we could win this game by pumping the oxygen with energy instead of needing to worry about getting greeneries and plant production. And Colonizer Training Camp, just points for Jovians, basically. We can't win with TR in this game mode, so this card has no function other than to score us points. Next up, we have Advanced Alloys. Again, very, very poggin', very good stuff, because it gives us +1 value to either metal, titanium, or steel, so the more metal, the more better. It's a science tag, which is good. Research coordination actually goes well, and there's also a beam from a thorium asteroid. Now, awkwardly enough, I would love to play a beam from a thorium asteroid. I actually think it's a pretty strong card out the gate. It's expensive, $32, but 3 heat and 3 energy can really allow you to do a lot of things. Maybe even activate Ore Processor sooner than you would expect. The problem is that I can't do it with Eccentric Sponsor, because it's I won't have the requirement first, right? Because the requirement is that I have a Jovian tag or that I play my wild tag. So it's hard to say. I might still want to do it, because I could grab all this, for instance. and even towing a comet, and then I could tow the comet with the eccentric sponsor and throw that in here for some titanium back, and that could be helpful. But then I'm kind of giving up on a couple of good things here. The Psychrophiles, the ore processor could really help. But this might be I might grab the 18 cards anyway. If I don't do Dome Farming is the other choice, which is fine. And yeah, I don't think I want Valley Trust here. We don't really have science that we're really chasing. So Allied Bank, I can't do eccentric sponsor, except I can, so I will. We're going to give up on this plant production. No, it's fine. We'll play it slow and steady here. And we'll grab the cards that we want. It's going to be a weak first turn. And I'm not going to worry about Permafrost Extraction. It's such a good card, but if you grab too many good cards early on, then you can't play the cards, and then your engine is so slow. So we're actually hoping that between Point Luna and our Prelude, we're going to draw some good cards. And then Dome Farming is really not that great a Prelude, but in solo it can be okay. So that's how we thinking. So this is actually really interesting because asteroid mining is a great way of getting our Jovians started up. And something like Solar Wind is also really strong. It means I'm not doing anything on Gen 1. Really, really slow Gen 1. But if I play this bad boy and I get a microbe going, then at least we have a little bit of production for that. And we'll make $20. And I think I go straight into asteroid mining. And then into beam if I can. So let's just have a slow start to a game. It's okay. No one's gonna get hurt. We're not gonna blow up the game. But those are definitely the things that we're looking at now. Aerobrite Ammonia Asteroid is okay if we're going to be doing lots of space stuff. But I already have a lot of space things on my plate. And it's only okay in that case. It really needs something to go with this. And the Regolith Eaters could be that. But I'm already trying to do that with energy. Because I have Ore Processor. And I have the 4 energy I need. Which means I don't really want to do Equatorial, because again, this would have been a great run for 63 TR, lots of opportunities to get TR, but we don't want any of this. We're going to focus on playing the cards that we have. Get this microbe before I forget. Advanced Alloys is going to make our metals worth 1 more. So right now it's basically worth an income, because we have a metal production and $1 up front, but all of a sudden I'm going to buy this bad boy, and we got much more. So that's great. And then that gives us the Jovian we need from Beam from a Thorium next turn. So we're kind of having a slow start. We're kind of doing like a Credicore start where we play very few, very large cards because they give good benefit to us. And then we'll work out the rest from there. Steelworks, we don't want to go for 2. I don't mind a lot of this. I have enough to afford you. The real thing is that I have enough to afford this card and Solar Wind Power if I buy no cards. And then I can start ore processing the following turn. Is the opportunity to get a single plant income worth it? I don't think so. I think that there's too much to gain by getting all of this hooked up now. So I grab this, I get my 2 titanium back, and then I use up the titanium. And bam, just like that, we've got 3 heat production, 4 energy production. It's Gen 3. It wasn't lightning fast, but now we're going to start having the opportunity for Earth cards, perhaps. We are Point Luna, so if we have the opportunity to buy Earth cards, it kind of spools up our energy, right? Because we can get more and more cards. Arguably, because I have those microbes piling up, it would be really great to get a plant card at one point. But I don't see our heat coming up particularly quickly. So I don't know that these are the ticket for the plant cards. As far as science goes, because immediately I jump to Mass Converter as like the card I'm going to grab. I have 3 science tags, or 2 science tags, and a third one with this wild tag. So we're close, but not there. And honestly, let's get the nuke. nuclear power as well. You never know when you need the energy, and it can always convert to heat if we're not getting many opportunities for heat. Because this energy isn't actually heat. It's going to be turned into titanium, and it's going to give us some oxygen. I might play a card like Research Coordination or something in the future, but it doesn't give me any benefit now. It just gives me a wild tag, and there's nothing that synergizes with a wild tag at this time. So there's no need to play it right now. We may as well hold on to our cash, let our heat build up. We have 4 energy production, so that's a oxygen bump every generation. Should make meeting that requirement easy. Here's a science tag that won't persist, which is too bad, but it's a good space event. Micro mills, plenty of time to win back that the value of that heat, and then even a protected valley is powerful as well, I would say. We don't have any steel coming in right now. It would be great if we did. I'm going to go ahead and do these clicks because I know I want to do them. And I think that instead of going to grab metals like titanium or something, playing this card, and I will... Do I overpay? You know what? Before I overpay for that card, let's buy Tech Dem. Let's see what we get. More science. Oh, more science. So I have 2 science tags, so that gets us up to 4. I need 5 for this. So I think that we continue. And we'll grab more cards. I am going to overpay because I have so much titanium right now. And money is precious. If I get money back on events or something, that'd be cool. Subterranean Reservoir is good. It's not needed immediately, but it is good. $15. What I'm going to do is I think that my best option is the deep well heating and micro mills. I'm $1 short for it, but I don't have any value in virus, so I'm going to sell virus to make up the difference. Protected valleys also, how can I play this? Oh, with microbes. This is 3 income once you consider the bump. Gee, I didn't even realize that I had that option. Thank you, game. Well, is it possible then? This is $13. That would leave me with $2. $2 if I played it here would give me some steel, but that's not quite enough. Maybe if I played this for 11 for 2 steel, that means that I would get $6 worth of steel back. It would cost me $5. Could I play you with... No. If I went down $5, I wouldn't be able to afford you. Well, $3 of production versus an energy production, which is basically a 2 heat production and a money. I think that it's still better to do these cards. And then we're not locked into placing a greenery, and we're not locked into grabbing that particular bonus from the board. So, virus, bye-bye, you're the dollar. We had to walk through. What were our options? And what do we think is us the most value? We also had the opportunity to buy nuclear power. I didn't mention it because of -2 money when I could be getting, heat bumps and actual income improvements as opposed to pulling it down to getting some long-term just energy at this point, which would become heat in the next generation, which is why I was saying it's more of a long-term benefit. Cartel is great. I only have 2 Earth tags, but I could easily get another. And these 2 cards aren't really in my wheelhouse. Well, Aquifer Pumping would be great if I was generating any steel, but at this time, I just can't say that it's a great option. I mean, it probably is, even just spending the $8, but something's telling me that it's not what I want, so I'm gonna not worry about it. We're gonna draw a couple cards, see if we can get another science tag or an earth tag. We got the science tag, yo. So now what's more important? Well, I need to play you, this wild tag, to get closer to building up my science. The heat pump doesn't lock us out of anything, so really I think it's just gonna be cartel here. Yeah, I think the thing I'm hesitating on is, but if I play Protected Valley, I'll have $2 left, but I'll get the plants, and then I can use the plants to to go here, and that gets me $2 more, because I get 2 plants from the placement, and then I'm $4, but I don't think I can make Cartel work otherwise. Again, I could play Subterranean Reservoir. Again, I'd have $2 left, but then I would place it beside this ocean and get $2, but I think I'm just going to happily play Cartel for 4 income. It's not a ton, it's nice, and then we get to draw a card, and for $5, I will get 1 more energy production, right? Because next turn I can get that. No, I guess I wanna have cards to cycle with Mars University, and 1 energy production isn't that big if I'm about to get 6. So let's pass. So we're still looking out for Earth tags, yes, but we're also looking for space. What can we use our very expensive titanium on? Quantum Extractor, thank you very much. Thank you. Even cloud seeding and stuff is interesting, but we're not doing oceans very quickly at all. We could get a second ocean, and that's it. So I'm going to let this be the one that got away. Keep 5% is a break point for being able to play that colonizer training camp, but we already saw it fly by at the start, so we're not worried about it. Of course, we have the opportunity here to place our greenery, and I'm thinking I actually could really use some money, so I'm going to grab the steel. We're not worried about being locked down here because we have other ways of placing on the board, like Protected Valley. I think that's just it, but that's what we have, and I'm pretty confident that it will be helpful. We'll go ahead and get rid of our Power Supply Consortium. Shuttles, you don't say. Well, I think that I can get rid of nuclear power now because I'm about to get 10 power production. Look at, we're actually maybe would have got more value out of Valley Trust at this point. It's hard to say because we've really gotten to play a lot of science cards. And you can see here that Shuttles is now becoming cheaper because both the card I just played and this card reduce the cost of space tags by $2, which is a fantastic. Eos Chasma is not that great for us. It could have used our microbes, but right now we're fine. I could play Trans-Neptune Probe just to get the next cycle, but I'm not actually worried about getting the next cycle. Could play you pretty easily. Can't get any money back from the board right now. But you know what? That's fine. We're going to overpay for shuttles. Again, we're not worried about the energy production, so or overpaying in titanium, so that's fine. That actually makes Trans-Neptune free. It's really just the question of whether or not I want to play any of the cards I have. I don't think I need Peroxide Power, so let's do 1 more Peroxide Power, you're gone, just because I have 14 energy production, right? If I need more energy, then we're not in a great place. Carbonate Processing, you know what, you're good enough that I'm now going to commit ourselves to bad board placements in the interest of keeping this engine going, because that's a lot of heat. You know what, and this actually makes a good city spot, so if we get Lavitude Settlement or something, that's fine. I'm okay with this. We only have 1 plant production and 0 plants, so I'm not worried about needing to have to play a greenery on the board anytime soon. One thing to really note, though, is that we probably want to buy more cards than we plan on playing because of those extra cycles that we're getting with our science tag plays. So I might buy all of this. Even, oh, I can still play a Domed Crater. If this is going to be a high point run, then maybe I should. I think it's actually not a bad idea. It's pretty expensive. Why am I doing this if it's so expensive? I didn't realize. Yeah, it's good though, isn't it? Isn't it? It's got, sometimes you just got to get those points. So sponsors, I can't play you this turn. That's unfortunate, but that bump gets us a heat bump, gets us a heat production, and then sadly we're 1 heat away from getting the next one, but that's fine. 17 income. Going into Gen 9 now. We have 3 heat bumps in hand, tons of power that's gonna drive this heat here. Meanwhile, I'm doing oxygen bumps. I think that we're in a good place. Again, we're gonna buy extra cards here just to really have plenty of options. But yeah, we have enough energy spillover, 8, and heat production, 8, that we're getting 2 heat bumps per turn now. And with that, a little bit extra, because we got heat from the board. We are 1 away from being able to play Heather, though, which is annoying. I'll play sponsors, not so much for the income. I mean, I paid $3 for the card. It costs $6 to play. And I'm only going to produce 3 more times. So it's going to pay for itself now with the sunk cost of buying the card. But it gets me a card draw. So, like, you know, and that gave us an asteroid, which is something to do. It cost us 2 titanium, and we'll end up getting 2 titanium back. And more importantly, it'll get us up to the point where we can play Heather. How many building tags do we have? Okay. So this would be 4 income, and a science tag, which is a cycle, which I think is worth playing. And I will happily get rid of this Space Mirrors. Don't need it. Predators is fine for making points, but with viral enhancers in particular, it could be interesting, but underground detonations, please leave my hand. Physics complex, now that's a way of chasing some points. We might not want to do it right away, but we might want to do it right away. I don't know. It's hard to say. Can't do it like this instant, and by I can't do it this instant, I mean I absolutely can do it this instant. You know what? I'm confident that we have 3 heat productions in if I just produce, and then another if I did do physics complex, I get 1 more. So I'd be pretty far away. Be 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have like no oceans. Yeah, I think that buying physics complex right now would be greedy, so I will defer. We could have done it, and we could have gotten like 6 points on the card. Actually, I have 3 productions. Yeah, so it would have been 4 points on the card. But again, just couldn't do it. And this is a good way of getting points. So Ganymede Colony with titanium that I'm absolutely not afraid to lose. Mining area, it's a little bit late, but not impossible. Is capital interesting? Not really. In mining area, I don't... Oh, mining area is... Spend a steel to get it. You get $3 twice. Yeah, I can't say that it's worth it. Capital, on the other hand, I'm like, good points. But I'm worried I'm not even terraforming the planet right now. So we're going to leave it. And keep pumping the oxygen how we know how. 2 heat bumps per turn is better than 1 had we played physics complex. We still might play physics complex just for the card cycle, but I'm not sure yet. So let's go draw these cards. Gene repair, that's a card cycle. And it's 2 points, sure. Buy food factory. Ironworks, you're bad as well. Could do flooding. Fine, I'll do physics complex. Just because I need to know what's under Ironworks. We're just going card draw heavy here as we look for something to do with our titanium. Livestock and predators. Now we're cooking with gas. Fine, I guess we're just going to commit to the points. Because we have viral enhancers, which is just insanely good. And then now we're making 1 point animals. And if I want to commit to us doing no bad things, all I have to do is click this and get a $2 science tag. So what we might actually do is stop pumping the oxygen with... No, actually we need to do that because I'm not really making plants. Okay, well, I'm not sure what we're going to do. We have points, which is the first step. Now we need to figure out what the second step is. It's not farming. It could be Noctis farming, though. Maybe it is farming. We just try and pump the heat. We just do a bunch of clicks. You know, like there's nothing holding us back from spending our $60 on just heat bump. Just doing these clicks. Get through all the clicks. I mean, our points are going up. 18 points on cards and then 20 points on cards. Like all of a sudden, like these like resources, that's 3 points, 3 points, 4 points, 10 points right there. You gotta acknowledge. We still haven't gotten some cards that I think would have been really helpful in this run. Namely, you know what? I think I can do this pretty good, can I? Should I get oceans instead? Yeah, I think I should. No, I want heat bumps because then I could get farming, right? We have one more production. Oh, God. Oh, God. You know you're in a bad spot where you're just like, oh, no. What have I done? And then the whole time I'm like, but I got points. And I still have flooding. Why haven't I played that yet? So we need this ocean and then 5 more oceans. We're going to have 6. We're going to be 1 heat short of getting our heat bump. And then we need a couple plants, which we can get from Noctis farming, just to go with our other click to finish off the oxygen. Oh, we're in a bad way, my friends. We're in a bad way. We never got things for oceans, though, right? Like, I haven't ignored oceans. We don't have a space event. But we're desperate enough for a space event. Like, we need something. Like, we have 26 titanium, and we're almost still winning. It's insane. Fine. I mean, I'm just going to do these clicks, because, like, they all have to be done. Yeah. I've already seen the cards go by that would use our energy for dollars, and our cards have gone by that would also pump the oxygen, which we don't need more of. And the only other card I can think of that would use energy that we have in our bag, like I can't even think of another one other than like drawing 1 card for an energy, or just a couple of rando things. All right, let's do this for the card cycle because we're that desperate. Oh God, what did I keep to flip? Guess I kept Noctis. Adaptation technology? Are you kidding me? What would I even get rid of? Like, I'm in such a bad way. Alright, so what I'm going to do is do a heat bump. Do a farming. Oh God, we are so screwed. Look at the oceans we need. We need like so many ocean cards. But that gets me enough to just grab this 1 card. I could have tried for better, but I need the card. We got hackers. We're dead in the water here unless we get like multiple space cards that I just can't do. Insulation. All right, well, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have failed. That's so painful. That's so painful to come, like, get so... I can't even say it. I want to say, like, I wanted to sing Linkin Park and say that I'm really numb, but then I just couldn't because I'm a failure. We'll sell a couple more things here. and like, man, like I don't like. There were things I did that were greedy, right? Like I could have had the 2 more heat bumps, sure. I could have not bought those animal cards and bought another ocean, maybe even 2 oceans. But I don't think I was so greedy that if, like, we weren't given any cards, so I don't think we would have made it by giving up all the points. Like, I don't think that there was a cake to be had. We're gonna have to pay out to the people that put dead in the comments, dead on arrival. Fun run that I took my time in. I told you, I walked you through. We got 29 points on cards. We only got 50 TR, though. Oh, my God. But just look at our 26 titanium. 3 per turn, every turn. +1 value. Pointless. Pointless. I drew cards. I was Point Luna. I had Cycle every time I played a Science Tag. And I bought Science Tags aggressively. No space to be had. Dead on arrival. Sad. 88 points. I hope you enjoyed. I did enjoy. I did. I seriously did. It was fun. But damn. Sometimes you just... Yikes. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.